going on, everybody? JD Game here, and today, guys, we're going to be building the JD_Tobin house. So, for anybody that doesn't know, this is a cool collab house that me and Matthew Tobin actually worked on. Obviously, we're both known in the Minecraft Hello Neighbor world for doing how-tos on all the different Hello Neighbor houses, and I thought this was a cool product that we came up with. It's just a combination of a bunch of the different houses over the years, and I think that this thing looks super cool, it's super amazing, and it's awesome that we got to work on it together. I know this probably comes as a surprise to some, just because obviously Granny 3 just dropped on Monday, but what I'm going to do is over the next few weeks, Granny will drop on the Mondays, and then this house will drop on Fridays. So without further ado, guys, let's jump straight into this thing. Alrighty, guys, so to begin for today's build, what we're going to need are some bricks and some dark oak doors. Now, what we're going to start off by doing today is the actual shape of the build. We're going to do all around the first floor, and I just want you guys to know it is very important that we get this right the first time. If you mess up, like what I did when I first tried to take this clip, as you can see with all the dirt, it's going to ruin the entire build. So you want to be very careful. I double-checked, I even triple-checked to make sure that everything's going to line up perfectly. It was a simple mistake whenever I was writing all the numbers down to make sure that I have everything correct. I made a 13 look like a 15, so thank God it's fixed. Anyways, alrighty, let's get started. So to begin, what we're going to do is we're just going to place a brick block with the dark oak door on top. Now, the reason that we're putting a dark oak door on top of this one is I just want you guys to know where the front door is. Don't worry, we will replace that later with the floor block, but for now, we just want to know where the front door is. We're then going to place 2 blocks on each side of it, making this line 5 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What we're then going to do is we're going to put a block on each corner, and then we're going to do it one more time. So your shape should look something like this, almost like a letter C that isn't fully complete. After that, what we're then going to do is on this, this block right here on the right-hand side, we're going to count backwards 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. One thing I want to make clear whenever I'm giving you guys numbers too, is that anytime I give you a number, for example, we're going to be going to the right 18. That's counting the block, whoops, that's counting this block that's already placed here, okay? So, like I said, when I said 4, it was counting this block that was already placed. Okay, so now we're going to go 18 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Just like that. We're then going to move back 15, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, just like this. We're then going to move into the build, so left 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we're going to go back 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once that's complete, we're then going to go into the build 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then back another 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And it's good to see that this is all lining up because the only mistake I made earlier was over there. Once that's complete though, we are then going to go into the build 14. So to the left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're then going to come back into the build, so in the direction of the front door, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once that's done, we're then going to come out to the left 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then back in 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to go out to the left 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to come back 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, just like that. We're then going to go in the direction of the door 8, so to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then another 9 in, so heading back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like this. We're then going to come to the right 3, and then we're going to go in diagonally like this 6 blocks, and that's going to be the garage door. We're just kind of marking it in advance. And then we're going to put 3 on the corner here. You know you did it right whenever your wall lines up, and it should be 4 blocks long right here, just like over here. This whole area is just a mirror of one another. So it's the exact same thing on both sides. But just like that, guys, we got the entire frame done. I apologize if that was complicated, but if you have that done, that means that the hardest part for today, I would say, is complete. Good work. Now we can start filling stuff in. So now with the frame of the floor done, what we're now going to do is we're going to fill in some walls. Now to begin, what we're going to do is we're going to break the block where our door was, and we're going to put some spruce wood planks followed by a birch door right on top. We're then going to grab some pillared quartz blocks, and on each of these two front corners, we're going to go up 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we'll connect them as well. Once that's done, we're going to grab some yellow concrete, and we're just going to fill the entire thing in. Then we're going to break the block above the door, and we're just going to grab a glass block, and we're going to put it right there just like that. What we're then going to do is going to grab our yellow concrete, and we're going to fill in this and this area of this wall. Not the corner though. The corner's actually going to be pink. Then on the other side, we're going to do the exact same thing. So all of these are going to be filled in, but this corner block is going to be light blue. So I'm just going to fill this in quickly, just like this. We'll grab our yellow concrete. And then to finish things off, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pillared quartz blocks, and they're actually going to be coming outwards, just like this. I'm just going to put this here so that I can place it coming out. And we can do the same thing with this one as well. Let's just fill in the wall here. Whoops, not the top. There we go. We can do our light blue. And then, like I said, we want the pillars to come outwards, so we just got to go like this. And there we go. We got this thing finally started. So for the first area on the right here, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by grabbing our pillared quartz block, and we're going to go all the way to the end, and then in this corner, we're going to build up, just so that everything's connected. What we're then going to do is we're just going to grab our light blue terracotta, and we're just going to fill this entire wall in. Whoops, so let's just fill this in quickly. And then once this is filled in, we just have to add a few windows, but that should be pretty simple and pretty straightforward. So let's just do that quickly. So we're going to grab our glass panes, we're going to come down to the left-hand side here, and we're going to skip out a block, and then we're going to break a row. Then we're going to skip 2, and we're going to break 1 more, just like this. And then we're just going to fill this in with glass panes. We're then going to come to the other side. We're going to skip out 2 blocks, so 1, 2, and then on the third, we're just going to break a row, and we're going to make this 4 blocks thick, just like this. Then we're just going to fill all this in. And just like this, we got the whole first area complete. That area complete, now what we're going to do is we're going to come down to this back corner over here. We're going to build up our 6 blocks, and then we're just going to connect the pillars just like this. We're going to do the same thing with this other back wall right here as well. So let's just connect everything, just like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill these 2 walls in with light blue terracotta, and once I'm filled in with all of those, I will be right back. So now we're going to put some windows in. We're going to start this by grabbing our glass panes, and we're going to come down to this wall right here. We're going to go to the middle, and we're going to skip 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, and then on this third block, we're going to break an area so that we can put in a window. We're then going to skip 3 more, 1, 2, 3, but we're going to go down to the bottom. We're going to break the bottom 2 blocks, as well as the floor. We're going to replace it with spruce wood and a birch door, just like this. We can then skip 3 more blocks so we can put in a window. And this should be the final result. Your wall should look just like this. We're then going to flip around to the backhand side. We're going to skip 2 blocks, and on the third we're going to break a hole so that we can have a window. And as you can see, these windows are the same distance away from this pillar right here. Alrighty, so for our next step, what we're going to do is we're going to start off by grabbing our pillared quartz as per usual. From this corner we're going to build up, and then we're just going to connect these 2 pillars right here, just like this. Once that's done, we're going to do another one in this back corner, and we're just going to connect them once again. Now, this area is pretty simple. We just got to grab green terracotta and fill these walls in. There's no windows, there's no doors, it's plain and simple. So let's just fill these walls in, and once it's done, I'll be right back. With the green walls all filled in, we can then move to the orange section. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pillared quartz once again. We're going to build up on this corner. We're going to fill in the top right here to connect them. Then we can fill this wall in with orange concrete. So I'm just going to fill this in quickly, and then once this is done, we just got to add a few windows, but it's not very complicated, it's pretty simple. we're just going to grab our glass panes, we're going to come down to the middle, we'll skip one block, and then on the second, we're just going to break an area so that we can put in a window, then we're going to skip one, break another, and then you guessed it, skip 14, break another. No, I'm kidding, skip one, and then break another, just like this. Alrighty, there we go. Now we get to move on to the red section. So now that we're at the very back of the build, like I said, we can start working on the red section. For this area, it's really simple. We're just going to come down to this back corner. We're going to build our pillared courts. Then we're going to connect it. Then we can grab our red concrete and just start filling in this back wall. Now we are going to have to add a window and a door, but it's rather simple, so we don't have to worry too much about it. But before we do that, what we're going to do is we're just going to leave this back wall as is. We're going to grab our pillared courts, and we're going to build up this corner and this corner, okay? We're going to do the same thing as per usual. We're just going to fill it all the way up, and then we're going to connect them. And then once this is done, we're going to fill in these walls, and I want to fill these in because as soon as these are done, there's no changing these. So similar to the green, no windows, no doors. So let's fill this area in, and then I'll show you guys where to put the window and the door. So now all we got to do is just add a window and a door to the back half here. Then we can move on to the cyan area, which is going to be the last area before the pink. So we're going to come down to the back left-hand corner right here. We're going to skip a block, and then we're going to break an area for a window. Then we're going to skip one more block, and we're going to break another area for a door. Once again, we're going to replace the brick with some spruce wood, followed by the birch wood door on the end here. There we go. The red concrete area is complete. Alrighty, so now we can move on to the cyan concrete area. Now, we're not actually going to continue along where we were working on the red. We're actually going to start with this long strip right here. We're going to build up six pillared courts as per usual. So let's do that on both corners, and then we're going to connect them. Once they're connected, we're going to grab our cyan concrete, and we're just going to fill in the entire wall right here. Once this is filled in, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our glass panes, which I'm about to do, and we're going to make some windows. Now you can start from either side, you could do the left or the right, and we're going to skip three cyan concrete blocks. So 1, 2, 3. And on the third, we're going to break open an area for a window, just like this. We can do the same thing on the other side, so 1, 2, 3. And then perfectly down the center, so it should be spaced 2 concrete blocks away from each window, we can put another window in just like this. Okay, so now on the back half here, we're just going to fill this entire wall in with cyan concrete connecting them. That corner does not need pillared courts. So let's just fill all this in. And there's no windows going in here, so it's just like this. So we're going to fill this in. And then to finish it off, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab our pillared courts, and we're going to just connect it on top just like this. But we don't want the corner there. There we go. The cyan concrete area is almost complete. So to finish off this area, what we're going to do is we're going to grab cyan concrete, and we're just going to fill in this entire wall right here. Once this is filled in, we just got to add one big window, and then this whole area is finished. Then we can move on to the pink. So we're just going to fill it in like this. Then from this wall, we're going to skip a block, and we're going to break an area for a window, and we're going to make it 4 blocks thick, just like this. We can then grab our glass panes, we can fill it all in, and once this is all filled in, that whole area is complete. We can now move on to the pink area, which is the garage. So to begin the pink area, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab our pink concrete, and we're going to fill in this L shape right here. So we're just going to fill all this in. We don't have to worry about any windows. Thankfully, this area is rather simple. There's nothing really all that complicated about it. So let's just fill it all in. There we are. Now with that filled in, we're going to grab our pillared quartz blocks. We're just going to come all the way to the end. And if I'm not mistaken, we're going to break this corner, and we're going to put a pillar up, just like this. We can then connect the tops. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our pink concrete once again, and on this wall, we're just going to fill it in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to grab our gravel. We can break these brick blocks. They were just placeholders. That was just to show us where everything's going on. Then what we're going to do is we're going to grab our gravel, and we're just going to break the floor, and we want to connect these 2 bricks via the gravel. We can then grab our stone brick walls and connect them, and as you guys can see, it adds like a cool depth perception, I guess you could say, to the wall. This one's thanks to Matthew. I thought this was very neat, and I really like this feature. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to place a second row on top, followed by a third, and a fourth, and then finally a fifth. There we are. Once we have all that completed, we can grab our pink concrete. We're going to put one pink concrete row on top. And then what we're going to do is we're going to break these two corners here, followed by adding some glass panes in the middle. And as you guys can see, it's going to make for a really cool garage. I know that visually that was a lot going on there, but we got it done and it looks great. There we go, guys. The whole outside is complete. First floor complete on the outside. I want to make our way to the inside. And the first step to doing this is we're going to grab our brick blocks. And what I want to do is I want to connect this pink corner with the cyan corner. So we're just going to grab our bricks. We're just going to connect them like this. And essentially, we're just going to fill this wall in with pink concrete. So let's fill all this in. And once that's done, I'll be right back. For our next step, what we're going to do is in the pink concrete area, we're going to grab our stone blocks. We're going to come down. And what we're going to do is we're going to remove one layer of grass and we're going to fill it all in with stone. So I'm going to do that quickly off camera, and once it's done, I'll be right back. There we go. So now with the floor completed in the garage, we're going to create another bedroom over here. So what I want to do is we're going to grab our brick blocks, and we're going to come from the area right before the pink concrete merges with the cyan, and we're going to connect this all the way to this wall right here. And as you can see, they should perfectly line up, which makes it nice and simple. We're then going to grab our cyan concrete, and we're just going to merge these two together, just like this. And there we go. Just like that, another area fully complete. Nice. Okay, so now with these two rooms complete, we're going to shift our focus more to the main room, the main entrance. And we're going to do this by grabbing some brick blocks, some light blue terracotta, and some yellow concrete. So we're going to start off by flying down here to this little area right here with the yellow and the blue. And from this wall, we're going to come out 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What we're then going to do is we're going to grab our light blue terracotta. We're just going to put it right on top like this so that we know later on this wall is going to be light blue. What we are then going to do is grab our brick blocks, and we're going to go all the way to the wall just like this. What we're then going to do is we're going to break the first 3 just like this. And then we're going to create a line from this corner going backwards, and it's going to go back 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this. We're then going to do the same thing we did earlier. We're going to grab our light blue terracotta, just so we know which color to fill this up with, just like this. And then once that's done, we're going to turn to the left here, and we're going to look at these 2 green walls. Now, what we're going to want to do is from this green wall, we're going to want to make a light blue wall from here all the way to the wall. So we're going to grab our brick blocks, and from this pillar, we're going to go all the way until we're connected to the wall. To know whether or not you're doing everything right so far, whenever you go to build this wall up, you should see that there's a space of 2 blocks between this big window and 2 spaces between this little window right here. That's how you know you're doing everything right up to this point. Same thing once again, we're going to put light blue concrete, or terracotta, sorry, on that brick line. Then to finish things off, we're going to go back to the area that we started here, and we're going to connect it to our light blue area here as well. So for our next step, all we got to do, guys, is we're just going to fill all our walls in with our light blue terracotta all the way up to wall level. Once this is all filled in, I will be right back. So now with the light blue area complete, we're going to make our way over to the green terracotta area. So our first step is we're going to grab our brick blocks, and we're going to go down to the same pillar we used earlier. What we're going to do is we're going to extend a line all the way out to the same distance we have the light blue terracotta here. And then what we're going to do is from this pillar, we're going to come out 2 and just connect them like this. Once that's complete, all we got to do is grab our green terracotta, and we're just going to fill in all these walls right here. The last step, from this pillar, we're just going to destroy it, and we're going to turn it into all green terracotta, just like that. So let's fill this wall in. Once it's filled in, I will be right back. Okay, so now that, as you guys can see, I filled in the walls for the green, that area is now good, it's complete. And we've only got 2 left. We've got the red, which we're about to work on, and then we have an orange room sitting in the middle. So, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our brick blocks, and we're going to make our way down to this pillar right here by the red. What we're then going to do is we're going to extend it out to the left, and we want to make sure that we line it up so that the other wall is 1 block away from this door. So you want to create a square just like this, okay? Once we have that completed, what we're going to do is we're just going to fill it all in with the red concrete, just like this. And we're also going to replace this pillar once again, similar to the green. We're just going to make it all red concrete so that it's a wall. Let's fill this in, and once it's all full, I'll be right back with the last room that we got to make. Alrighty guys, so for this last room, it's actually really simple. Now, as you guys can see, if we kind of fly up here, you kind of got like a little rectangle here, okay? And essentially, this room sits right in the middle. So, the hallway around the room is 3 blocks thick. So if we put a block in every corner in the rectangle, all you guys have to do is fill 3 rows worth of spruce wood all around. So for example, let's go, this is 1 row. We're going to go all around. Whoops, sorry, I can't quite seem to, there we go, figure it out. And essentially, this is 1 rectangle around. Let's do that 2 more times. So this will be 2. And to keep things simple, because I know this might seem a little complicated, guys, it's really not though. It's just making sure that there's 3 blocks around the hallway that goes around this room. That's all it is. So as you guys can see, I did 3 rows around of spruce wood. Then we can grab our brick blocks and we can make a rectangle. So let's just do this quickly. And just like that, guys, that's another room complete. So we just got to grab our orange concrete. We're going to fill that in. And then once that's done, to wrap up today's episode, the entire build's floor is going to be spruce wood. So let's fill all that in with our orange concrete, and then the entire floor is going to be spruce wood. So we're going to do those 2 things, and then we'll be all done. Alrighty guys, we're looking pretty good. Everything is pretty much complete. There are a few more things that I do want to do though. I apologize, I completely forgot. I do want to add 1 more room. There's supposed to be a little closet here, and I also want to put the 2 porches out front so that we have it done and over with. So we're going to start off by coming down to this room right here, the living room. And as you guys can see, there's like a little space here. All we got to do is break 2 blocks, and essentially, we're just going to grab our light blue terracotta, and we're just going to fill it all in like this. We can even make a door frame. I know we haven't done any door frames yet, but we'll focus on that for episode 2 when we do the interior. But there we go, that's 1 down. Now we just got to do the 2 porches. Okay, so now we're going to work on the front porch. To do this, we're going to start off by grabbing some spruce wood slabs from the front door, and we're going to come out 3 blocks, just like this. Once we get to the end, we're going to place some smooth quartz stairs, and we're going to do that on each side as well. Once that's finished, we're going to move to the right-hand side. We're going to go back a block, and we're going to place 2 stairs like this, followed by some smooth quartz slabs. We're going to want to go diagonally from the last stair we just placed, so you're going to want to make it look something like this. Then we're going to flip around back behind it. We're going to come 1 out, and then we're going to go 3. If I'm looking from the front, we're going to go 3 to the right. So 1, 2, 3, just like this. We're then going to come from behind again and place another. And then to the right, we're going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On the 5th one, though, we're going to grab our smooth quartz stairs, and we're going to flip a set of stairs upside down just like this. Once that's finished, we're going to go right to the wall. Alrighty, so for this area, now all we got to do is grab our spruce wood slabs, and we're just going to fill in the entire deck. So I'm just going to do this quickly if you guys don't mind. And then once that's done, we just got to work on the left-hand side, but that only takes 2 seconds. There's not much going on there. And we can also fill in here. Then, to wrap it up, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab our smooth quartz stairs. We're going to come to the left-hand side. We're going to come out like this. And we're just going to flip a set of stairs like that. There we are. Then all we got to do, grab our spruce wood, not fence, our spruce wood slabs, fill this in, and there we go, looking good. So to wrap up the front deck, it's fairly simple. All we got to do is grab some spruce wood fences, and now we're going to put some work in on this. So from the left-hand side, we're just going to place 2 like this, and on the corner, we're going to go all the way up until 1 block under the pillared quartz that goes sideways like this. We're going to do the same thing on this side, all the way up and up against the wall, except for this time we're going to break this one, and we're going to extend it out to the slab. Then we're just going to trace all the quartz slabs and stairs that are upside down, all the way to the very end, just like this. Then to finish things off in this corner, we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to go all the way up, but we want to make sure we're under the quartz the pillared quartz that goes sideways, and we're just going to connect it to the wall just like this. There we are, looking good. Alrighty guys, so that's going to conclude today's episode. If anything seems complicated or if anything wasn't clear, feel free just to let me know in the comments down below, because I could always upload a short or just something simple that if I made anything too complicated, we can kind of clean that up and fix it right away. Other than that, if you guys completed it, good job. There we go. Episode 1 is done. All the exterior and I guess all the walls on the interior are completed. Next episode, we're going to actually design the inside and make it look really nice. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys on Monday for Granny number 3. But anyway, till next time, guys, peace.